So just come into a seated position. Cross-legged. Rolling the shoulders back. Taking the shoulders back down the spine, just tucking the chin. And just taking some deep breaths, so inhaling deeply through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And just working in your own round of breath here. And just beginning to release through the shoulders. And keeping the belly soft here, so completely releasing all the muscles in the belly. Keeping it soft. Releasing through the sit bones, growing tall through the spine, through the crown of the head. And just gently opening the eyes, keeping them soft. And we're just going to take some neck rotations. So rotating one way and then the other, really gently, just being really mindful here. Rolling. And if you find any areas of tension or any kind of crackles or pops, just really gently working through them. Releasing. And coming back through to center. And we're going to take the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Stretching through the left side. An option here to take that left arm out, maybe walking the fingertips out towards the side, just finding that stretch. And again here we're connecting to the breath. So as we inhale, feeling the body, exhale, releasing through those muscles. Inhale, gently coming back up, taking the left ear to the left shoulder. And making sure we're really keeping those shoulders grounded, so we're not lifting the shoulder up to the ear, we're bringing that ear down towards the shoulder. Again here, maybe taking the right fingertips out, walking them out to the side, and just finding that stretch, breathing into it. As we inhale, gently coming up, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, reaching through the fingertips, opening through the chest. And here we're going to exhale, just bring them out to the sides, reaching those fingertips, and then seeing if we can take the fingers to the back of the mat. So we're actually trying to reach to the back of the room, opening through the chest. Exhale, bringing the right arm underneath, left arm on top, coming into our eagle arm. So crossing at the elbow, either bringing the palms together or the backs of the hands. As we inhale, begin to raise the elbows up. And here you can tuck the chin if it feels okay. Breathing through the upper back, through those shoulder blades. So if you've been sitting down on the computer all day, or stressed or driving, this is a really good stretch just to release through the muscles. One more deep breath here, inhaling. Exhale, release, bringing those arms wide again. Reaching, opening through the chest. As we exhale, we're going to bring the left arm underneath this time, the right arm on top, coming into the eagle arms, opposite side. Reaching the fingers up. Opening through the shoulder blades, tucking the chin. And exhale, release, bringing those arms wide. Reaching them up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, bringing the left arm to the right outer knee, right arm comes behind us. Coming into a gentle twist, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. So we're trying to stay tall through the spine here, through the crown of the head. And keep using that breath circulating through the body. Inhale, coming up through to center, reaching those arms up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, coming through to center. Over to that right side. One more time as we inhale, finding that twist, finding the length. If you can't get the fingertips to the floor, you can always just bring them to the lower back. Taking that gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, coming up through center here. Exhale, the other side. And inhale, gently reaching those arms up. As we exhale, we're going to release them and just bring that right leg out. So elongating the right leg out, bringing the left foot to the inside of that right thigh. And here we're going to send the right arm across the leg, so bringing it to the inside of that right leg. As we inhale, reaching over with the left arm, finding that chest rotation, stretching through the left side. And on our exhale here, we're going to release the top arm and do a big circle through the middle, around, pressing through the left arm, coming up into our rounding. Stretching. Exhale, releasing down. Coming back into our twist, bringing that arm to the inside of the right leg, stretching over with the left. And the right feet are active here so that toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, bringing the top arm down through the middle again, reaching around, inhale, coming up with that right arm. Exhale, releasing down, changing the sides, bringing the left leg out, right foot to the inside. Left toes are active, toes are facing towards the ceiling, sending that left arm out across the inside of the left leg. Reaching over with the right arm. Breathing into the stretch. As we exhale, releasing it, coming around into a big circle and pressing through that right arm. Inhale, coming up with the left. Exhale, releasing. Bringing that left arm to the inside of the leg again, reaching over with the right. And exhale. Inhale into our half wild thing. And exhale here, coming down. Bringing both legs this time all the way out. Doesn't have to be super wide, and you can always bring a block or a cushion underneath the sit bones just to help tilt the pelvis forwards. Option here, you can bend into the knees, or if you have that flexibility, just keeping them straight. Those feet are active. Inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, begin to fold forwards, bringing the fingertips to the floor. Option here, just to tuck the chin. Those feet are active, toes are pointing up towards the sky. Staying here or maybe lowering to the forearms. And you can always keep that bend in the knees. So being gentle with the body, folding forward, releasing. As we inhale, gently bringing ourselves back up. Through to center, bringing the hands under the knees and just bringing those legs up towards us. We're going to hug the knees into the chest, coming onto the tiptoes. Option, you can just stay here or maybe lifting those tiptoes off the floor. So we're working on our sit bone balance here, beginning to engage the core. And here we're going to hug that right knee really and left knee in towards the chest. And hooking our peace fingers to the inside of the right big toe. Option just to stay here, working on that balance, or as we inhale, we can begin to raise that right leg up. Keeping it bent, or maybe we can begin to straighten it. Keeping that chest forward and open. Exhale, releasing, hugging that right knee in, hooking the inside of the left toe with those left fingers. Inhale, raising up. Keep hugging that right knee in, helping with the balance. Option lengthening. Keep opening through the chest here. Exhale, release, hugging both knees in, taking both fingers this time to the insides of the toes. As we inhale, begin to raise the legs up. Maybe just keeping that bend. Legs are together. Inhale, maybe releasing, straightening, opening through the chest. Holding here, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Releasing, hugging the knees into the chest. And here we're just going to lower down onto the mat, rolling down through the spine, hugging the knees into the chest, taking some circles with the knees, one way and then the other. Hugging that right knee in towards us. We're going to send the left leg all the way out across the floor. Those toes are active. And here we're going to take the left arm out, palm facing down, all the way out to the floor. And begin to guide that right knee over to the right armpit. Opening through the groin, through the hip flexor. And then maybe taking some circles with that knee if it feels okay. Just bringing some movement through the joint. One way, and then reversing it. Bringing that knee back through center, hugging the left arm around it, taking the right arm out across the floor. As we exhale, bringing that right knee across the body. And we're making sure here that that left foot is still active, so those toes are still facing up towards the ceiling. If you found you've completely collapsed to the other side, you've gone a bit too far. So just bringing yourself up. Inhale, coming back through to center. And then changing the legs, hugging that left leg in, sending the right leg out across the floor. And bring that right arm out. Palm facing down, all the way across the floor as we guide the left knee towards the left armpit. So we're opening up into that left hip joint this time. Maybe taking some circles, bringing some rotation. One way and then the other. Bringing that knee back through center, wrapping the right arm around, taking that left arm out across the floor. As we exhale, taking the left knee across to the right. And you can bring the gaze over to the left shoulder if it feels okay. And inhale, coming through to center. Hugging both knees in. And we're going to rock and roll the body through the spine. So just coming to massage through the lower spine, the upper spine. Rock and rolling a few times. And then coming up to seated and seeing if we can push back to our tabletop position. Or just swinging the legs around. Hands here are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We're just going to come into some rounds of our cat-cow. So inhale here, we're lifting the head, lifting the chest. And really focusing on our breath here. As we exhale, we're arching the spine, sucking that belly up towards the spine. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale. Working with your own rounds of breath here. Whatever feels good in the body. And coming back to a neutral position, we're going to send the right arm forwards here, reaching out in front of us. Keep on reaching through the hands. And then we're going to press the weight into the left hand and left knee and send the right leg back behind us. So both right arm and right leg are extended. Really working on our balance here. Option, you can stay here or begin to lift the right leg off the mat. Raising it up. Holding here, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Coming to the other side, bringing the weight. We're going to send the left arm forward, just in front of us, and then bringing the weight over to the right side, sending that left leg back behind us. Finding that weight transfer. Option to stay here or maybe lifting that left leg up. 3 breaths here. 2, 1. Exhale, release. The hard one. Sending that right arm forward, left leg comes back behind us, keeping it on the floor or maybe raising it up. And engaging the core here. As we exhale, maybe bringing the left foot towards the sit bones. Option to reach behind us with that right arm. Maybe just staying here, we can hold on to the back foot, pressing the foot into the hand. Opening up through the chest. 1 more breath here. Exhale, release. Coming to the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. And when you found your balance here, again, option just to stay here or maybe just bending the right foot towards the sit bones. Maybe this is enough, or we can reach around with the left arm, seeing if we can hold on to the foot. If not, just keep reaching back. Pressing that foot into the hand, taking the gaze to the back foot. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. Keeping the knees where they are here, we're just going to send the arms forward in front of us, coming into our puppy pose. Releasing the chest down. Maybe you can bring the chin to the mat. And gently coming back up onto the hands, tucking those toes here and gliding back into your first downward dog. Walking those feet out. Really pedaling, so just bring any movements you wish here, maybe swaying the hips side to side, bringing one knee to the chest and then the other. Seeing what feels good. Really working through the body. And as we inhale here, we're going to roll ourselves forward into our plank position. So like a wave. Exhale, pushing back into our downward dog. Inhale, rolling forwards. Exhale, pushing back. 1 more time. Inhale, really coming up onto those tiptoes, rolling through the body into that plank position. And we're just going to hold here. Just opening through the chest and as if we're pressing the mat away from us. Engaging that core, sending the heels to the back of the room. And we're just going to take some circles. So rotating with the body. 1 way. 3, 2, 1. Reversing that circle. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pushing back into your downward dog. And just walking the hands here back towards us to meet the feet, coming into a forward fold, bending into the knees. Releasing the arms, just becoming as floppy as possible, holding on to opposite elbow, maybe swaying side to side. Nodding through the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. And bringing the weight into the heels and then back into the toes. And lowering those fingertips to the mat as we inhale, gently rolling up. Rolling, peeling ourselves up. Bringing that head up last. And maybe just taking some rolls with the shoulders backwards and then forwards. And we're going to inhale here, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, begin to fold forwards. Inhale, coming into our half lift. As we exhale, we're going to walk the hands out into our high plank. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, lowering to the knees, the chest, the chin. And inhale, we're going to roll up to our low cobra. So pressing through the hands, opening through the chest. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, coming up to that low cobra. Squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Pressing the pelvis into the floor. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, rolling up to that low cobra. Staying here, or maybe we can push up into our upward facing dog. Exhale, gliding back into our downward dog. As we inhale, we're going to raise the right leg up towards the sky. So here you can come onto the left tiptoes if you want. We're really reaching up with the right leg. Option here, we can bend into the right knee, seeing if we can stack the right hip on top of the left. Keep squaring the arms and the chest to the front of the mat. And exhale here, bringing that right knee in, coming into that plank position, hugging the knee into the chest. Inhale back to our three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing it in towards the chest. Inhale, last time, raising that leg up. Exhale, bringing it in towards the chest, hugging that knee in. And then see here if you can plant the foot between the hands, lowering that back knee down. Inhale, we're going to raise up into our half crescent. And just bringing the hands to the knee here, we're going to send the hips back, opening through the chest. And then as we exhale, making sure that we bend into the knee so that the knee and the ankle are in one line. Option here, you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe bringing the hands to the lower back, opening through the chest, taking a gentle back bend. Holding here. Really connecting with your breath. So we're stretching through the psoas muscle. Helping with flexibility. As we inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, lowering the hands either side of the front foot. And we're just going to walk the hands back, lifting that front foot up, coming into our half runner's lunge. And as we inhale, coming forwards, lowering that front foot down, bringing the hands either side and just lifting the chest. So we're going to come into a bit of a rhythm. As we exhale, pushing back into that runner's lunge. Inhale, coming forwards, lifting the head, lifting the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, releasing back, and we're going to stay here, really working on that breath. Option, you can keep up onto those fingertips, or if you can, lower down to the hands, or maybe walking the hands a little further out in front. Keep breathing, this is a really deep stretch. And as we exhale, we're going to lower that front foot down, pressing the hands either side, tucking the back toes, lifting that back knee. Pressing through the left arm, reaching up through the right. So coming into that easy twist. You have the option here always to lower the back knee down if it's a bit too much. Reaching up with that top hand. And from here, we're going to turn onto the outside of the right foot. And then turn onto the outside of the left foot, so we're opening up. Option to just stay here and hang out, or we can bring the right foot back, coming into our high plank, side plank. Option, you can always lower the left leg down. Keep reaching up, grounding. As we inhale, stretching up. Exhale, we're going to release the right arm and bring it underneath the left. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, planting that top hand down, coming into your high plank. Option here, lowering to the knees, chest, chin. or lowering all the way down to the belly. Inhale, rolling up to that low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, gliding back into your downward dog. And just taking 3 conscious breaths here, so inhaling deeply through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And as we inhale, we're going to look forwards. Either step or walk the feet to the front of the mat, coming into a half lift. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, gently bringing yourself up, reaching to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, coming to those fingertips or sliding the hands up the shins. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping or walking back into your high plank. Option here, lowering all the way down or lowering to the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale to roll up to your low cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And as we inhale here, lifting that left leg up to the sky. So again, option, you can come onto those right tiptoes, really reaching through the left leg, maybe bending into that left knee, seeing if we can stack the hips over each other. Keep squaring the arms and the chest to the front of the mat. As we exhale, bringing that left knee towards the chest, coming into that high plank. Inhale back to our 3-legged dog. Exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, gliding back. Exhale, last one, hugging that knee in, squeezing. And then maybe stepping that right foot between the hands, lowering the back knee down as we inhale, raise the arms up. And again, here we're just going to lower the arms, push the hips back away from the knee, and then make sure that knee is coming forward over the ankles, so we can lower into the hips here. Maybe taking the hands behind us, placing them on the lower back, rolling the shoulders open. Option, you can put a little bit of pressure if you haven't got a sensitive back, and just see if we can create a slight back bend. Really bending into that right psoas muscle. As we inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. And then walking those hands back towards us, lifting the left foot up, coming into that runner's lunge. Inhale, walking the arms forwards, just coming to those fingertips, lifting, opening through the chest. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale. One more time here. Inhale, bringing yourself forwards, opening. Exhale, walking those hands back, and we're going to hold here. Squaring through those hips, so we're gently pulling that left hip back, right hip forwards. The front toes are reaching up towards the face. And really breathing into that resistance. As we exhale, releasing the front foot down, pressing the hands either side, tucking the back toes and lifting the back knee, and we're going to press into the right hand this time. Inhale, reaching up with the left. Again, always have the option of lowering that back right knee down. Taking the gaze to the top hand, finding that twist. And maybe here we can come onto the outside of the left foot this time, outside of the right foot. Just staying here if this is okay. Well, we're going to send the left leg back, bringing it on top of the right, coming into our side plank. Option, you can lower the right knee down to the mat. Keep reaching up. As we exhale, we're going to lower that left arm, bringing it under the right. Inhale, raising it up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale. Last time, exhale. Inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, lowering the top arm down, coming into a high plank. Again, option lowering to that knees, chest, chin, or lowering all the way down onto the belly. Inhale to your low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, gliding back into your downward dog. And just bringing the knees to the mat here, pushing back into your child's pose. Releasing the chest between the thighs, sending the sit bones towards the heels. And just seeing if you can feel the breath across the upper back here. And as we inhale, gently coming forwards to our tabletop position, tucking those toes, gliding back into our downward dog. Inhale, looking forwards. We're going to walk or step the feet to the front of the mat, coming into our half lift. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, raising up. And exhale, release the hands to the heart center. So we're going to step back with the right foot here, and then bring the feet to parallel that long side of the mat. And from here, we're going to turn the feet out away from us and just begin to bend here into our goddess pose. So bending into the knees. And we're going to inhale, raise the arms up here. As we exhale, bringing them down to our heart center. Inhale, opening the arms up to a cactus position. Exhale, back to the heart center. Inhale, raising those arms up. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, opening up to our cactus. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale, raising them up. And we're just going to release them to the knees here, bringing those hands to the knees. As we exhale, we're going to release our left shoulder down into the middle. Opening. Inhale, coming up, sending that right shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, right shoulder comes down. Inhale, coming through to center, reaching those arms up. One more breath here. And raising the legs up, wibbling those legs out. And we're going to turn the left foot out towards the side. And then bring the back foot in to face it, coming into our crescent lunge. So the feet are facing all in one direction, bending into that front knee. As we inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, bringing the arms to our cactus position. Inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing the hands either side of the front foot. Stepping back into that high plank. So you can take your vinyasa here or just guide back into your downward dog, whatever you're feeling like. Walking those legs out. And when you're ready on your inhale, looking forwards, walking or stepping to the top of the mat, coming into that half lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, raising up. And exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Stepping back with that left leg, pivoting the feet to the long side of the mat, taking those toes out wide. As we inhale, raising the arms up, bending into our goddess pose. As we exhale, releasing the hands to our heart center. Inhale, opening up to our cactus position, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, releasing the hands to the center. Inhale, raising them up. Exhale to center. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, raising those arms up. And releasing the legs up. Taking that right foot out towards the front, left foot out towards the front, reaching those arms up, bending into that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, bringing those arms to a cactus position. Option to take a gentle back bend. Inhale. Exhale, keeping that bend in the front knee. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the hands either side of the front foot. Stepping back into your high plank, taking your vinyasa or just gliding back into your downward dog. Now we're just going to walk the hands here all the way back to meet the feet. Bringing those feet wide. Turning the toes out, and we're going to sit down into our yogic squat. Bringing the elbows to the insides of the legs, pressing those palms together. Taking some deep breaths here. Releasing the right hand to the mat. Inhale, reaching up with that left arm. Exhale, coming through to center. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, coming through to center. Reaching those arms out in front. Taking one deep breath here. As we exhale, lowering to the floor, reaching back up gently. Keeping the feet where they are and just paralleling them so the feet are facing the front of the room. Placing that right hand down. Inhale, reaching up with the left. And then bending into that right knee. Taking the gaze to that top hand. And just finding a stretch in that left leg. Exhale, releasing. Bringing the left arm down. Inhale, reaching up with the right. Bending into the left leg this time. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, coming to half lift. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the hips and then inhale, gently bring ourselves up. Walking to the front of the mat. We're going to take one salutation just to bring us down to the floor. Bringing the toes together, heels slightly apart, palms facing forwards. As we inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, swan diving forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping or walking back into your high plank. Gliding back into your downward dog or taking your vinyasa if you like. Meeting in our down dog. Just taking a few breaths, maybe swaying the hips side to side. And just begin to lower to the knees here. And just walk the hands towards the knees. So we're just walking back up, coming to sit on the heels. Taking the fingertips behind us. We're going to roll the shoulders back and just send the chest forward. Opening. Just finding some space. Releasing the head back if it feels okay. And exhale, gently release. We're going to come up onto the knees here. So if you want to roll your mat just to give you some extra padding or maybe bringing a pillow underneath. An option here, you can tuck the toes, or if it's a bit too much, just keep them flat on the floor. We're going to bring the hands here to the lower back, rolling the shoulders back, gently pressing into the sacrum, and we're going to come into a really gentle back bend. So just opening here, finding Balance, finding a stretch through the thighs. Option if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bend a little further back, just keeping those hands there for support. Or option, lowering the hands towards the heels, coming into our camel pose. Releasing the head back. And coming out of the pose, just bringing the hands back to the lower back. Engaging the abs and bringing yourself back up. Taking those knees wide, coming into your child's pose. And inhaling here, we're just going to gently come up and bring the legs around in front of us, taking them straight out in front. So we're going to come into a forward fold. So we're just going to release the, what do you call that, flesh from the sit bones, just pulling it out. Option if you want to use a strap or if you have anything that you're using as a prop to just set that up around the soles of the feet. If not, you can keep a slight bend in the knees as we inhale, raising up. Exhale, begin to fold forward. If you have that flexibility, just keeping the legs straight. Maybe taking hold of the thighs, the shins, all the sides of the feet. And again, here we're bringing our awareness back to the breath. Keep breathing into that resistance. And as we inhale, gently raising up. And I'm going to bring the right leg here up towards our chest, keeping that left foot flexed. Left leg is straight out. We're going to bring the right arm behind us. Inhale, lifting up with the left. As we exhale, we can bring the elbow to the inside of the knee, or maybe just wrapping the arm around the knee, taking the gaze over that right shoulder. If that arm is on the inside of the knee, and it's in your practice, you can always come into a bind. So bringing the arm around the leg, taking the arm behind you and interlacing the fingers. And just holding here. One more breath. Exhale, coming forwards. Bringing that right foot over the top of the leg. So option to stay here, or maybe we can bring the knees on top of each other. So we're bringing this right foot to the outside of the left hip, lowering the knees on top of each other. If this is enough, we just stay here and fold forwards. Or we can wrap this left leg so the heel comes to the outside of the right hip. Ugh, left, right. Bringing those knees on top of each other. So this is a super deep stretch. This is our shoelace pose, just taking whatever's comfortable for you. Coming to those fingertips, opening through the chest. As we exhale, walking those fingers forwards. Folding. Option to keep the arms stretched out in front of you, or just holding on to the feet. And as we inhale, gently coming up, removing that top leg, and removing the left leg. So we're going to bring that right leg straight out, hugging the left knee in towards us, bringing the left arm behind, raising up with the right, taking the elbow to the inside or wrapping it around that left knee. And an option again, taking the bind if it's in your practice, or just staying where you are. Just keep growing tall through the spine, through the crown of the head. Inhale, gently coming forwards. Bringing the left foot this time to the outside of the right hip. Bringing those knees on top of each other. Again, option to stay here or begin to wrap that left foot around so that both knees are on top of each other. If you really want to come into this pose, another option is just to come onto the back, crossing those legs over and coming into it this way, holding onto the knees, the shins, or the ankles. It's the same, it's just we've got gravity on our side here a little bit. Taking whichever option is right for you, bringing those fingertips to the floor. And as we exhale again, we're going to walk those hands out. If it's more comfortable holding on to the feet, you can do that. With the arms out in front, it kind of creates a deeper stretch and also helps you to push those sit bones back onto the floor if they're beginning to lift up. And inhale here, gently bringing ourselves back up, releasing through the legs. And here we're just going to bring the soles of the feet together, either far away from the sit bones or as close as you like. Bringing the thumbs to the insides of the feet, rolling them open like a book, and pressing those elbows into the thighs, sending the shoulders away from the ears. Just tucking the chin here. Just taking a few breaths. Option, you can hook the fingers to the insides of the big toes, and as we exhale, begin to fold forward over the legs. And inhale, gently coming up. Bringing the hands under the knees, bringing the knees up towards each other. And taking the arms out in front of us. And we're just going to lower down really slowly here. Just feeling the massage through the lower spine, the middle back, and then the top of the back, rolling down, hugging those knees in towards us. And again, just rocking the lower back out if it feels okay, taking some circles with the knees. And we're going to bring the right leg, crossing it over the left here. Taking the arms out all the way across the floor, palms facing down. And we're just going to lower the knees here all the way down to the left side. So if it's too deep with the legs crossed, you can just bring the knees together and lower them down. Taking the gaze over the right shoulder. And just beginning to release through the lower back, through the spine. Inhale, coming up through to center. And again, maybe crossing the left leg over the right and lowering the legs down towards the right side. Taking the gaze over that left shoulder. Just coming to release. And inhale, coming up through to center. Hugging the knees into the chest, and we're going to take them hip width apart. And coming into our happy baby, so sending the feet up towards the sky, keeping a 90-degree bend in those knees. Bringing the arms to the insides of the legs, holding the outsides of the feet, drawing the knees in towards the armpits. Flattening that tailbone across the floor. If this is too deep, you can just hold behind the knees, coming into our half baby. Just keep drawing those knees in towards the armpits here. That option, you can start to sway side to side, just bringing some movement. Rocking. Coming through center, we're going to inhale, just begin to stretch out that right leg. Really stretch it out, maybe holding just behind the knee. Exhale, releasing it back down. Stretching out the left leg, holding onto the foot or just behind the knee. Exhale, releasing it down. And coming to both legs as we inhale, opening up, stretching through. And exhale, releasing, bringing those legs out across the floor. We're going to come into our Shavasana. So just begin to tuck the shoulders underneath. Bringing the arms away from the body. And just closing the eyes. And really just beginning to release through the head here. Feeling the mat supporting you, the ground against your body. Keeping your breath soft. Letting your muscles relax, let go. And if the mind begins to wander, just gently bringing it back to the breath. Releasing through the eyebrows. Releasing through the jaw muscles. Through the shoulders. Releasing any tension in the back, in the arms, letting the fingers feel heavy. Releasing any tension in the belly, in the hips. Releasing through the thighs, the kneecaps. The shins. Releasing through the calf muscles, the ankles. Any tension in the toes and the soles of the feet. And just starting to breathe, deepening that breath, Maybe bringing some movement into the fingertips, into the toes, rotating the wrists and the ankles. And maybe stretching overhead like you do in the morning, reaching through the fingertips. And hugging the knees into the chest when you're ready, taking any last movements you wish. And bringing yourself up to a seated position when you're ready, just keeping the eyes closed for now. Releasing the hands to the knees, palms facing up, or just releasing the hands into your lap. And coming into 3 rounds of breath to seal the practice. So inhale deeply through the nose. As we exhale, letting it out through the mouth, sighing. Bringing the palms together, taking a deep inhale. As we exhale, bowing to seal the practice. Thank you very much. Namaste.